Hello there and welcome. I'm Bob Proctor and I'm here in my own library and I want to share a story with you. Many years ago, I was on the fire department here in a suburb of Toronto. I was the second person since 1934 to quit that job. No one ever quit and they couldn't fire you. People just go in, watch television. If they had to put a fire out, they do that. But they sat around until they were 65. I just couldn't see that happening to me. And so, boom, like that, I quit. And I quit to go and clean floors. The chief thought I was right out of my mind. But you know, in less than 5 years, I was cleaning floors in Toronto, Montreal, Boston, Cleveland, Atlanta, London, England. A year after I left the job, a fire captain that I had, Harry Taylor, he phoned and asked me if I'd go out to lunch with him. And so I did. Now, he had a brother that carved birds. And he carved the birds so well that some of them were sold to museums. He brought this owl along and he gave it to me. He told me he had his brother-in-law carve it for me. And he said, Bob, I want this owl to remind you of the wisest move you've ever made. Well, it's been sitting here in my office for many years. And I often look back at that. It was the wisest move I've ever made. I want to suggest that the day you decided to associate with YOUnique will very likely be looked back as the wisest move you've ever made. YOUnique is well named. You see, this is a unique opportunity. I pride myself in studying some of the wisest people who have ever lived. That's where many of these authors of the books, these are all old antique books. And I think the wisdom of the ages comes down through the years, and if we've got our head screwed on right, we pay attention to it and trying to incorporate it into our own character and our own life. Well, Solomon is well known, although he lived many thousands of years ago, as one of the wisest who ever lived. Solomon put 2 or 3 things right at the top of the list. At the top of the list, he said, is understanding. Now, the only way to get to understanding is through study, tapping into knowledge. YOUnique puts knowledge, understanding right at the top. But something else that Solomon put away up the top of his priorities was gold and silver. Now, think of this for a moment. It took a unique understanding to build a multi-level network marketing company with those 3 concepts: knowledge, gold, and silver. You see, when you really bury yourself in knowledge, gold, and silver, you can pretty well have anything you want. See, wealth buys you time. Everybody gets the same amount of time, they get all there is. So it's what we do with it that makes the difference. You have a tremendous opportunity here to really lock yourself in to the concepts that are the foundation of YOUnique. It's unique wealth. It's a unique opportunity. The owners of YOUnique came to me and my partners, Jerry Robert, Sandra Gallagher, some time ago, and asked us if we would build a program for them. We have been in the business 40 years. We work all around the world. And when we took a look at their company like that, we said, yes, we would. Now, Jerry is very savvy on IT. He has built something for you that will help you bring people into the business that is unique. Jerry's done a great job. We are very excited about working with you and this company. I don't want you to treat this just as an also-ran opportunity. I want you to look at this as something that can literally change the course of your life, but then is transferable. You can help other people change the course of their life. See, I've been doing that now for 40 years. It's helped me earn millions of dollars. It's given me friends all over the world. It's given me good health, happiness. When we put the right stuff out, the universe makes sure we get it back. That's an absolute law. So let's take a look what Solomon said. Understanding gold and silver. If you make up your mind you're going to have an abundance of all three. Everything else you want will be yours. And possibly we'll be talking about you thousands of years from now, the same as we're talking about Solomon. Don't treat this lightly. I want to suggest that you make up your mind you're going to totally immerse yourself in YOUnique and the concepts of YOUnique for the next 6 months. Not just for 30 days or 60 days, but 6 months. When big day comes along, introduce as many of the people that you know as you can to YOUnique. And we'll help you build a company. And when we put on an event, I hear we've got one coming up in Budapest pretty soon, make sure you're there. Get involved. Get totally involved for the next 6 months. If you do that, this company, YOUnique, will give you everything you want for the rest of your life. Now go to the site, get totally familiar with it, and then start leading your friends, relatives, and neighbors, when everybody else you meet, to this site. See, we're spiritual beings, and spirit's always for expansion and fuller expression. We want, as a people, we want what YOUnique offers. You've got it. And it could be, just like Harry Taylor said, the wisest move you've ever made. I look forward to seeing you in a seminar with YOUnique real soon.